I have so much love and admiration to this character that this video is probably gonna hurt emotionally, but I want to make it. I just want to thank Ash Ketchum for everything that not only he has done for me as a comfort character and inspiration, but also what he has done for millions of people throughout their childhood. We were presented with a character that, no matter how bad he got beat up, figuratively in battles, I mean, no matter how hard he got knocked down, he always got back up and eventually became the world champion. And he showed us all, from when we were kids to like adults, because I'm in my 20s and I know a lot of Pokemon fans are too. What he showed us all is that if you believe in yourself and you keep believing in yourself, you can do just about anything. As long as you keep going, as long as you keep fighting and never giving up, as long as you believe you can do it, then you can make any dream come true. Even just doing the voice, it's like, I remember watching Diamond and Pearl when I was young, and I really enjoyed Piplup. Piplup was my favorite Pokemon when I was watching DP Galactic Battles. Still remember the theme song. And when I started watching XY, little did I know that I realized we all have a bit of Ash Ketchum in all of us. The journey we're on is life. And Pokemon is a metaphor for the journey of life. You go through life. You go through different stages, which could be the different regions. You meet people along the way. You make great friends. You fall in love. You learn things about yourself and grow as a person. And although Ash may have not grown physically, metaphorically, he did. He matured. I'm talking about XY Ash. Not the other, although Journey's Ash did battle well in the end. But I haven't really watched Journeys that much, so I'm not going to talk about that version of Ash. But no matter what version of Ash, we all got to witness a little boy grow up into an unstoppable force to be reckoned with. Forget all the anime isekai characters that people call God mode. No, Ash Ketchum built himself up to become as powerful as he is, with sheer strength and determination and continuous belief in himself. But back to my metaphor about Pokemon being a metaphor for life. We're all children at heart. And I think that's what Pokemon was trying to tell us. Like, no matter how old you get, there's always a part of you that's gonna be less mature, younger. And it's okay to embrace that. It's okay to sometimes want to be like that. Just because we're adults doesn't mean the fun's over. And I think Pokemon being a metaphor for the journey of life is such a beautiful message to take away from this amazing series and this iconic protagonist that it's really poetic if you look at it like this. We all want to be the very best at whatever it is we pursue. And we all have that competitiveness and drive inside of us. And while Ash Ketchum wanted to catch them all as his real test and to train them, which was his cause, we're all catching our own dreams and working hard to achieve those. And I think at the end of the day, I may be reading too much into this, but Ash Ketchum was telling us indirectly, but by his actions and him being such a resilient and determined character, I think he was telling us to go catch our dreams. And in moments of doubt and in moments of hesitation, remember the dream that you're setting for yourself and go for it. Go for it! Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. I'm so proud of this character, not only because he is my comfort character and I've taken a lot of lessons from him and sort of I do impressions of him and sort of embody the character that way, but because he's come so far. And I think XYZ especially, it was so beautiful that as soon as Serena kissed him, I mean, you know he was gonna go home anyway, but he walked into that house and he was like, I'm home. To his mom, he's like, I'm here now. I'm ready for a whole other adventure. I'm ready to experience a relationship with Serena, or this new feeling. So he ended one adventure and began a new one. So he just keeps growing as a character and a person. Like, I've seen theories that Pokemon XYZ ended when Ash walked into the house at the end of XYZ, and I've always held onto that theory in my heart and in my mind, because I feel like that's Ash realized that catching Pokemon isn't the only thing that he could do on the way to achieving his dream. He can also learn what it is to love someone. And that's beautiful. That is, when you look at it that way, it changes the whole anime, the whole so in a nutshell, Ash never stops adventuring, no matter what he does. Whether it's catching Pokemon, or whether it's having something blossom with Serena. And the fact that if the show ended there, and it said end to our own way, in my opinion, that means that Ash finally had another dream beside his other dream. Like, sitting beside his other dream, which was feeling something for Serena, or being in love with Serena, or realizing he's in love with, etc. Pokemon is a part of me. Ash Ketchum is a part of me that I will never forget. I feel like Ash Ketchum's chapter is ending, and a new one is beginning. Because for me, I've graduated uni. Well, I haven't had my graduation yet, but Ash Ketchum has been practically with me from primary school to where I am today, and I feel like we've been on a journey together. He was there when I needed the motivation and encouragement and resilience and strength that he has. And he's been with me, pushing me and encouraging me and supporting me to get to where I am today. And so, it's bittersweet because, yes, Ash's chapter has come to a close in the show. But with his chapter closing, a new one begins for me. And I couldn't have done it without this character mentally being there for me. I know it sounds crazy, but honestly, if I wasn't here doing what I do on YouTube, and if I wasn't able to meet Sarah, and then I wasn't able to meet my Ash, it would be a whole other picture. I wouldn't be able to sit here and say goodbye to Ash Ketchum. I know he's not real. Shocker. Hi, I make Ash Ketchum real. Well, I don't, Sarah does, but I tried to make Ash Ketchum romantic. And aged up to like 16. I have no clue. It still hurts to do this voice. Not like physically, but emotionally. The reason I've never shown my face while recording is because, like, people do impression videos and they have like a little box where the what they're impersonating is there, and then they're in a little box on the side of the screen and you could see them voicing the character. But what I've done for the last 5-6 years, ever since I started doing Ash Ketchum impressions, is hide myself in order... No, not hide myself, just not show me doing this. I'm Ash Ketchum. See, it's not the same, because you don't want, like, you really don't want, like, me. You don't want to see me like, Serena! Ash? What are you doing here? I don't know. Oh. Well, you're cute. Huh? See, it's to make them as real as possible, or as real as they are to me. I sound weird. It's more effective when I step behind the microphone and I have a picture to act from, because I just prefer it that way. I want you guys to think that they're real. I mean, yeah, voice acting is about bringing characters to life, and that is what I do. I think that's what I do, you know? Okay, so... I want to say a message directly to the character of Ash Ketchum. Again, I know he's not real, but he was, and probably is, one of my best friends in terms of everything he's helped me through. So Ash, thank you. Thank you for showing me and telling me and helping me and being there for me all these years, through all the garbage and trash that I've had to go through with my body, to all the times where I felt like I don't know what to do, and I felt lost, and I doubted myself. But you, little buddy, you kept on believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. You've given me so much strength and courage and determination. So that now I'm able to metaphorically stand on my own 2 feet and go out and make my own Pokemon journey, but through life. This is where we part ways, my guy. I will never forget you. You will always be a part of me and this channel. Maybe we'll bump into each other again in the future. It's time we say farewell, pal. My little buddy, you've got a whole world to explore, and so do I. But I don't want to end this on tears. That's why I'm saying thank you. You are an amazing character. You're an amazing friend. You have inspired a generation of, I don't know how many people you've reached, but I'm pretty sure half of the world. And I just want to thank you for everything from the bottom of my heart. So, let's both hold our heads up high and look up to the sky and not cry, because the greatest journey is life and being alive. Thank you, little buddy, for opening my eyes. Because of you, I feel like I can soar. I feel like I can fly. No matter how hard life gets, I will never not fight. So you keep on adventuring, and I'll keep on exploring. As you would say, see you again someday. Thanks for everything. Okay. So, as tribute to the goats of all times, of our childhood, of our whatever adulthood, I don't know, I'm gonna do one last comic dub. And I'm gonna do it twice. The first comic dub is gonna be me behind the microphone, as always, so you get a really good feel that Ash is here. Second, never done before, is me in a box on the side of the screen, voicing over what you'll see on the screen in the first comic dub. The comic dub itself, the artist, I have asked for permission from them, of course, and they are credited down in the description. This is a very emotional, powerful comic, and I want to give my very best performance as we finally wave off Ash Ketchum together. Just please enjoy, and thank you for sticking around and having a good time and celebrating this amazing character with me. Let's do this one last time. Let's go! Hey, buddy, can I have a moment? Hey, buddy, can I have a moment? Can I have a moment?
Pika!
I don't really know how to put these into words,
Pika?
but I just want to say
Pika?
thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being part of my adventures. For being part of my adventures. For witnessing my battles.
Pika?
For all the fun memories. For all the fun memories. Until we meet again.
Pika!
Wow, I don't think I've ever done a voiceover on top of a voiceover on top of a voiceover, but I guess it's time for everything. Basically, the reason this sounds a bit different than the actual comic dub I uploaded is because I kind of wanted to give you a look behind the scenes of what it's like to actually be behind the microphone and get all those good takes, as I call them. The most perfect takes. You know, the ones that sound most like Ash, as opposed to my normal voice. So, yeah, I went back, I added a few things, I added some more crying sounds, that Ash makes, and, that's how it's done. That's how I did it, so thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being part of this adventure, everyone.